Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Dead Funny Podcast. I'm Kelsey and Chris. Joining me today is my co-host Kelsey, and today we're here to do a podcast of just two people. We've done this once before, me and Mandy, and we killed it. Now it's me and Kelsey, and hoping to repeat that success. Who knows? Might work, might not.
God, I hope so.
If not, Mandy will officially be able to say, well, I was the best fucking co-star. Fucking Kelsey sucks. Oh, no.
But she might actually be the best fucking co-star because Mandy's amazing. So, I'm not going to be offended by facts.
You, ma'am. Not saying that Mandy's not amazing. I enjoyed our podcast. I thought we had a very good back and forth. It was great. But you just need to be a little bit more fucking self-confident there. Like, whenever it's me,
I think I need to be more competitive. I can't throw in the towel too. Now.
Yeah,
but
yeah. If it was me, I'd be like, please. Like, you might as well go ahead and fucking get them off the channel. Like, no contest.
I'm just admitting, Mandy is amazing, but I will not go down without at least an effort.
Still too nice. Still too nice. I don't know if you would make it in the sales world. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I would. The claws come out. I've done Saley type things before, and I'm good at it.
Okay.
Because I go for that genuine connection and figure out what you really care about, and then I transition that into, if this is what you really care about, then this is really the best thing that I have, and these are the ways it's all of those feelings, because people purchase with their feelings. Mm-hmm. I connect their feelings with what I have. That is what I do.
There you go. I just pictured you being there, and it's like, yeah, but your competitor is this local mom and pop shop, and I mean, if they lose my business, they're gonna go out of business, and you just be like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay, no, that would be hard. That would be where I'd just be like, compassion overload. And
See, not me. I'd be like, fuck them, sucks to suck. Compete with my prices, bro. Get at me. These. Done. Gotta be a shark. Shark in the waters.
I recognize your way is better, but now I actually have genuine compassion and empathy for this, completely imaginary mom and pop shop.
Jesus Christ.
I may need to work on my empathy. I may have just a little bit too much of it.
Jesus. Oh, man. Folks, that's the reason why there's personality tests. Some people are drivers, some people are not. It works well to mix them together.
Lean on everybody's strengths. Yeah. Do that. Diversity in the workplace of all types.
Woo!
Hey, at least we were paying attention in all of our training. Our bosses should be pleased.
Right. There you go. There you go. It's actually funny. My trainer is a pastor. Yeah, pastor. And so I call him El Padre.
Nice.
I'm like, what's up, El Padre? So yeah, El Padre, be proud. He'd be proud.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's my boy. He's also half Mexican too, so it works. Yeah. So me and him fucking talk bullshit back and forth all the time.
Nice.
It's fantastic. Good stuff.
Religious bullshit? Because
no.
Okay.
He doesn't really bring the religious stuff in there. I mean, whenever he's telling his stories, it just sounds like, I will say this. Sometimes when he tells his stories, it sounds like some church shit, Just because that's just his life. That's what he's used to. So
yeah.
Sometimes it feels like things kind of get a little preachy, but he's a good guy. I like him. He's really cool.
So I was on vacation last week, and we went to Estes Park in Colorado, and it was gorgeous. Yeah, no, I completely I just abandoned Chris. I didn't respond to texts. No. And in my defense, I was spending most of my days where there was no cell service. So I'd get back and I'd be like, wow, people care. I need to go to sleep. I was not texting back frantically, but it was absolutely amazing. The fun part was we invited a couple of friends up. My parents got a cabin. My husband and I went to go visit them. And then we brought up friends from Denver, so nearby Estes Park, to come and join us as well. And they brought their daughter. Well, their daughter got the flu right before coming up. And so day one, she's feeling fine because they're like, oh, she seems to have recovered. So we're all just like, yay, cuddle the baby. This will be great. And within 12 hours of them arriving, her mom and dad both like came down with the flu, and then we were all trying to figure out like, how do we politely tell them to leave? Because this is our vacation we've been saving, because we were up there for a week. So we really didn't have a ton of time for everybody to get the flu, and we didn't have to. We didn't have to politely tell them. They were just like, we feel horrible and we can't give this to you. We're going to go. And we're all just like, we're so sorry to hear that. We love you. Please go feel better. And then within a couple hours of them leaving, my dad started to feel ill. And we're like, no. He didn't get what she gave. None of us actually got the flu from them. My dad ended up getting food poisoning and spending 3 days miserable out of his mind.
That shit sucks.
And so I was just sitting there completely healthy. I hadn't been hit with anything. And I'm just like, I want to go hiking. Can I go hiking? I know you have like food poisoning and feel terrible and can barely walk, but can I leave you to handle this yourself?
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
I was getting worried because I got the Halloween party coming up, obviously, you know.
And you were trying to figure out how to politely tell me don't come.
No. Fucking, there's been so many people sick at work, and I've been like, I swear to fucking God. Same thing happened when I was taking vacation too. It's like the week before vacation, I just started noticing everybody around me was coughing, and I was like, y'all need to fucking back the fuck up. This is my cubicle. Stay away from me.
You can send me an email.
Yeah. Can I go back to the fucking office that nobody has in the back and take that, please, for the fucking week? Like, please. Oh, man.
The office illnesses, always arise right before you're about to go on vacation. And it's like, can I not spend my entire vacation hacking and miserable? Because, no.
Yep. Just like whenever I go to take my vacation from Final Fantasy VII Remake. Swear to God,
that one, it doesn't matter if you're hacking and miserable.
I'll be pissed. Yes, it does. I gotta record.
Oh, you're gonna record the whole thing?
So since I said it, let me make an official announcement here. So that way, if I make the announcement, I'll actually do it. Because if I don't make the announcement, I won't do it. So I've been struggling on whether or not I want to record it, I want to stream it, or I just want to fucking play the game and not have to worry about the fucking camera. So this is what I've come to. Because we've had some comments that have talked about wanting to see me and my reactions to the game as I'm first playing it, watch the nostalgia just run through me, and hear my thoughts as I'm going through it. And I get that. I understand that. I was leaning a lot more towards literally just playing the game and not recording and not streaming. And then I've had people like Bree and Kelsey and Dylan and other friends that are like, you need to fucking make sure you record it and put it on the channel when you play it. It'd be such good content, which I don't disagree with. I don't. And I've had a lot of comments asking the same thing. So, if I'm going to actually do anything while playing the game, I would feel a lot better recording it versus streaming it. Reasons why is because of the fact that it's such a big deal for me, this game is, and that this would be, just, you can't recapture those moments, right?
Yeah.
So I would much rather those be recorded and put on the channel and archived versus on my stream and held for 14 days and then deleted by Twitch. So those of you who are interested, you know who you are.
Everyone.
I will, sure, yeah, I'm okay with that. Ego is fine with that. I will be recording my first playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake for the channel. It will come out episodically, obviously. So I'm not going to upload like some fucking 55-hour video.
Oh, God, please no.
So it'll come out episodically. Just so you know, I will be taking my time and enjoying all of it versus just speed running through. So if you're hoping for some speed run, check back like way later and go watch my stream. There might be a speed run then. I don't know. I don't even speed run the old ones. So I don't know what else to tell you. But I enjoy the game. I enjoy the story. I'll be playing it, and it will probably take me a little while because I'll be just trying to just enjoy the fucking game, honestly, and see where the differences are at and what's the same and see the new aspect. Yeah.
Now, will you be providing commentary while you're playing the game?
It'll probably be hard, but I mean, I would be surprised if I'm not.
I was gonna say, you talk a lot.
I do, but
with affection.
But watching all that shit happen for the first time, it's gonna be very. I mean, I'll say this: I'll be amazed if I'm talking during cutscenes. That's for sure. While I'm playing and I'm just like fighting and shit, most likely yes. But like during cutscenes, probably not. So if it's extremely boring, guys, remember, I am human, and I'm trying to enjoy the game. As much as I love YouTube, this is not my job. This is a hobby and something that I passionately like to do. I want to enjoy my game. Like I don't ever want to get to a point where like I'm not able to enjoy the shit that I want to do because it's like I have to make content out of it. That's just not gonna happen. That's not gonna be me. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry.
I would have put if you'd said, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like do all of this, I would have put a like strong caution because this is a game that you love. I wouldn't, for the games that I've genuinely loved, if I was gonna get a new one, like their, Horizon, the second Horizon, I don't want to put out of like me playing that through for the first time because I love that game and I'm not going to be doing it for speed. I'm not going to be doing it for anything other than enjoying. And so I actually was going to caution you, like, please, no, like feel free to just do it a different way. But if you're going to record it, then you can snip out any bits that are just you grinding and failing at killing somebody kind of thing.
We'll see. Like, I feel I'm more on the side of getting forced into this. How much actual hardcore editing power goes into it, we'll fucking see, alright? You sons of bitches. You fucking come beating down my door asking me to fucking record my favorite game of all time, my first playthrough. You sons of bitches can fucking suffer through the entire thing, god damn it. Alright? If I gotta record it, you can fucking watch it. That's what I say. That's what I say. Alright? Unless, like, I actually get up against, like, the first fucking boss and get my ass kicked, like, fucking 50 times in a row, then I can't let that go on the internet. That can't happen.
Oh, dear viewers, can you picture for me the joy of watching him get his ass kicked and just the surprise on his face of him going from being I am the Final Fantasy VII god, I am able to do, like, there is nothing I don't know, there is nothing I can't do, to having his ass handed to him? I would be so joyous to watch that.
The way I look at it is like, I feel I'm pretty fucking decent at video games, and I feel I pick up new games very easily and can understand the controls pretty quick. I am worried that it's going to be extremely tempting to switch it back to classic mode just because that's how I'm so used to playing those characters and their playstyles and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel there's going to be a strong temptation there. But, and I'll probably do a little bit of the classic mode too during the recording. Just, I mean, like I said, the main way I want to do it, my first playthrough, all hack and slash, second playthrough would be classic mode. I'm not recording both. That's just not happening. I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't know how else to say that nicely, but it's not happening. But at some point, I would like to play this game and just enjoy it off of a camera. That's how I'm going to put that. Anyways, so I'm trying to think of the way to put this. I'll probably pick certain spots throughout the game where I'll be like, you know what, it'd be cool to kind of see like what this battle would look like classic mode, and then just try it out.
So you can switch mid-game?
Yeah, mid-game, mid-fight.
Jeez, I thought once you kind of committed, you were committed.
Nope, you could switch mid-fight.
Wow.
From what I've seen, you can switch your fucking difficulty mid-fight too. Get my ass kicked by this boss. Let me switch down to easy.
All right. Anytime that I'm getting my ass handed to me and I have to switch it to easy, I 100% make sure that my husband is not around because he will never let me live that down.
Oh my god! You said your husband's gonna come to the party, right?
Yes.
Me and Scott.
I'm considering.
Me and Scott gotta have a conversation.
I am considering not bringing him anymore.
Me and Scott gotta have a conversation. Yes.
Are you gonna tell him that I've switched a game to easy?
I'm just gonna tell him, hey, when the 2020, Kelsey will be getting a game. Every time she plays, you need to let me know if that difficulty changes. Let me fucking know, and I'm going to bust your ass on the podcast.
No.
Every fucking time. Yep.
No.
This is too hard, Chris.
I cannot have my husband turning into a spy for you. That's terrible.
I can't beat Rufus. Oh.
I'm offended. I know how early he is in the game. Don't you give me that shit.
I was going to say apps, but you know.
I'm offended.
At least I gave you Rufus.
I mean, you did give me Rufus. I'll take that. I don't like it. I think it's bullshit. But
the best part is that I thought of saying Sephiroth. I was like, well, she's never going to make it there. So. Oh, man. That's fucking great.
You are shit.
That's so fucking funny. But yes.
I'm glad you think you're clever.
I do.
Nah.
But yes, that is the official announcement. So those of you who've been looking forward to it, there you go. I am going to be taking an entire week, probably a week and a day off of work to be able to just have time to play it and record. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through it. They did say that each piece that comes out is going to be the full length of at least Final Fantasy 13, which was around 55 to 68 hours of gameplay. So,
what are you going to do if you finish that in the first, 3 or 4 days?
Well, that just means that I did nothing but just go straight after the story, which I might do just because of the recording. That means that I did not spend time collecting shit and actually going through the fucking map and exploring the fucking map and seeing Midgard for the first time, you know.
You say that like you can do that. I think a part of you will take over, practically hormonal. That's just no, you must go and collect the things, and you will be driven by a force that is beyond your control.
Oh, it will. That will definitely happen, and I'll tell you why. It's because I'm very OCD and I'm a completionist. And this is going to be my favorite game of all time. So I can't tell you how many times where I get into a game and then you know how you talk to the first person. They're like, oh, go talk to this person. Then you go talk to the next person and then you get 50 fucking side quests. But you have that one main quest you have to do. I will literally go do everything else but the main quest. Until all that is done. And then I'll go finish. And knowing I do that on games that aren't my favorite game of all time. Let's be real. I'm just saying, let's be fucking real. So that's probably going to happen. Not to mention it's going to take time to understand the new materia fucking battle system, just understand the new battle system in general. So there's a lot of room for me to kind of fuck around and figure shit out. So
the first time I was playing a game, remember guys, I'm new to video games, new-ish. I've been playing them for not even 10 years at this point. I'm very, screw you! You're not wrong, but screw you. Screw you. I've been playing them for about 10 years at this point, and I'm desperately enjoying them and having a great time. But the first time that I was playing a video game, my husband didn't warn me of a lot of things because he just wanted me to kind of figure it out. It's a lovely answer. It's a lovely solution. But I didn't realize when they were just oh, do you want to go here and do this, or go here and do this, or go here and do this? And I was just that one. And occasionally I'd accidentally choose the plot related one because I was oh, they said this was urgent, so I'll go over here and do this and I'll come back. And then all of these side quests fell off and I couldn't complete them anymore because I'd moved too far in the plot. Mm-hmm. I was just filled with so much rage. I was are you kidding me? And my husband's just what, you didn't know that this could happen? You did this to yourself. And he had zero compassion and I was so mad. So after that, I am very active about where's the plot one? Where's the correct direction that I'm supposed to go to move forward the plot? I will now go any other way possible.
Yep. Yeah, because there's a lot of games where you can't go back and do shit. And knowing how the original Final Fantasy VII was, where there were missable fucking characters, I am definitely going to be fucking exploring all my fucking avenues. That is for sure. It's I haven't taken this left on fucking First Street yet. Let me go down here and fucking see what's down this way. So, yeah, I'm really hoping that, obviously we're going to get more fucking teasers and trailers and shit. I would love a fucking playable demo. That'd be pretty fucking hot. But, probably not going to get that. But anyways, I hope the next trailer that comes out fucking has Red 13. I hope so. So fucking bad. I hope they do what they did with Aerith, where you first saw her in the trailer and they started playing her theme. I hope all of a sudden we just hear Cosmo Canyon as fucking Cloud's just walking through and you see Red 13 in the chamber. That'd be so fucking sick.
You would scream. You
I want to see my boy Nanaki.
Scream out loud.
I want to see my boy Nanaki so fucking bad.
See, I absolutely love. We talk about Final Fantasy minimum once a week, like something related to Final Fantasy, and that's just Chris and I as people. Like this has now become a part of this. This is the best time in his life, dear audience. Like, this is his favorite time because his favorite thing is becoming a bigger thing, and it's just being teased to him in little bits. This is your favorite moment.
Tony has accurately named it the decade of Chris. I got 2 Deadpool movies back to back, which, the chance of Deadpool getting a movie were very fucking slim. The chance of his first movie doing so well with such an extremely small budget, extremely slim, and it did. My remake is finally here. That's been teased for like fucking 4 years with absolutely zero fucking information or news, just complete radio silence. And not only that, but it looks fucking amazing, and it's turning out exactly the way I want it to fucking be. Of a game that's literally at this point fucking 22 years old. So, yeah. The decade.
Did you make a deal with the devil? Like, you're getting everything you want. What in the world?
Tony thinks so. Tony definitely thinks so. So there's that. Sweet. Yeah, pretty pumped.
I'm now concerned about the state of your soul.
I'm not, so there's that.
I was going to say, actually, you talk to a pastor every day. If it was a big deal, he would have caught on, I'm sure.
Maybe. Who knows? I was looking on that fucking t-shirt website, and they had some fucking new Final Fantasy shirts, and I was like, oh my god. I need to get something with Tifa. Like, oh my god, I need to get that poster. Remember that one I showed you where it had like the blocks and had all their fucking faces like cartooned in there?
I gotta get that. Yeah,
that was such a unique poster. And I actually kind of want to actually put that up at my cubicle at work. I'm not gonna lie, because I have nothing up at my cubicle at work, like at all, except for. So I got this thing where like I got Pennywise. You know who Pennywise is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I do.
I got Pennywise. Well, I know we did the review show about it, but I just didn't remember if you remembered who he was. So I got a little pop of Pennywise, and he's like waving with one hand. The other hand, he's got a little red balloon that says "I love Derry," which is great because that's the town that they're in, Derry. Anyways, and so like I just hide him around the fucking office. It's pretty fucking great. I love it.
Oh.
Because you gotta remember.
No.
I get there before anybody else does. Like, I literally don't start work until 8. I'm at work at like 7:15. So, because of my commute.
This is the moment I am so grateful I don't work with you, because the first time that I opened up a desk drawer to try to get like a protein bar and found that thing in my desk, it would be hurled at your head and I would be fired. I would freak the fuck out. I would scream and hurl it at your head.
There's one where he's got like his hands up, like kind of like claws almost, and he's got his tongue hanging like all the way out of his mouth. I want that one so bad.
Gosh. Eep, 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 eep.
It has literally made me watch the movie probably like fucking, I want to say I've probably watched that movie like 6 times in the last week. Because I just see him at work all day, and then I go home and I'm like, I really want to watch that movie. It's so good.
I'm sure the newest It movie is in Redbox. You could probably go watch that instead.
Talking about Chapter 2? I doubt it. It just left theaters like this week. I doubt it.
It's surprisingly fast how quickly those make it into Redbox. Well, some of them. I've noticed some of them have this long delay.
First. Usually digital comes out way before physical. So if digital comes out, I mean, I'm buying that shit the minute I see it on Amazon. It's happening because that's where the first one lives as well. So that way I can really just watch them back to back. It'd be great. Honestly, it'd be so good. You need to watch it and stop acting like that. You just need to watch the fucking. There's so much shit you need to watch. All right. Not only am I tired of you and your lack of watching good shit, the fucking community is tired of it. Okay, you got called out in the comments. You need to fucking watch My Hero Academia. Goddamn it!
I know.
This new season is so good, and we're only 2 episodes in. All right, we're only 2 episodes in. You need to quit your shit, Kelsey. Fuck.
Yeah, I saw that comment and I'm like, I can no longer have any excuses. I have been directly called out.
I would like to point this out, folks. All right, for those of you who don't remember, because I know I said this on a podcast, I gave her my login information to my Funimation account so she could fucking watch it forever ago. Probably like within 3 months of fucking doing Dead Funny. She has had that information. And I guarantee you, has not used it once.
You are correct.
Exactly. Okay? No fucking excuses. It's on Hulu. If you don't have Hulu, you have my goddamn login information for Funimation. And you can watch all of it there and subbed or dubbed. Your choice. I think dubbed is better. I'll just throw that out there. But for this show, there are a lot of animes out there that I watch that I think sub is way better. Like SAO, for instance, I think sub is way better. I don't think the English voice actors were too good in that. I also like subbed One Punch Man as well. I like watching dubbed whenever I go back and watch it, just because like it's like I already know what's going on, so just not having to read it while I'm doing stuff while that's in the background. I'll play it in dubbed for One Punch Man because it's just kind of like a goofy fucking anime. But like whenever I watch season 2, like if I would have had the option between sub or dubbed, I would have picked subbed regardless. But I can only pick sub, so it's only sub right now.
It is definitely dependent on who they get to do the dubbing if you're gonna do that. Because sometimes some of those voices, I've actually listened to some of the Japanese ones where it's just the voices themselves drive me up the wall. Like I can't.
For the Japanese ones or the English ones?
Some both actually. I've experienced it with both. Where just the person that they chose, I have found within me a well of rage that is directed only at airy, light voices like this that have no substance to them and are just very high and about everything. And if one of these voices starts singing, I lose my goddamn mind and I kill everything in sight. Hate, 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 hate. And so if either if an English person, if they brought in an English speaker to do it and they've got one of these voices, I can't. I will do anything to not do that. So far, I have not found a situation where they have an English speaker that does that and a Japanese speaker that does that. But whichever version I can watch that prevents me from getting one of those voices, I'm fine.
Yeah. See, it depends on like the main character's emotion for me. That's normally where that draws me. Sometimes I feel it's a lot better in subbed. The first time I ever had my eyes open to that, because I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z in dubbed, and I will never watch that show in subbed. Goku's voiced by a female, which there's nothing wrong with that, besides the fact that he sounds like a female, and Goku is one of the most muscle-bound, masculine men I've ever seen in my fucking life. I grew up on Goku sounding like a guy. I'm going to keep that. Once again, nothing against the voice actress. I'm sure she does an amazing job. I just won't watch it. That's fine. Anyways, so that being said, whenever I first started getting hardcore into anime, I had a couple friends who were like, you really need to try sub and see if you'd like it. And I always was on the side of like, dude, if I wanted to fucking read it, I'd go read the goddamn manga. Like I don't want to read my TV show. So I watched SAO all the way through the first season. So the first 2 arcs in dub. And then I was like, you know what? I like SAO a lot. Let me go back and rewatch and sub. So much better sub. Wasn't even fucking close. Wasn't even close. There's one fight scene. I can't remember where it was. But it's like the American actor. It like something happens to Asuna. And Kirita's like, Asuna, no! And like the fucking Japanese one's like, Asuna! And I was just like, holy shit. This scene is so much more hype right now. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, okay. I'm game. So now it's like I kind of mess with them. I feel like, is it wrong to try to pick up Girls in Dungeons? I can go either way on that one. My Hero Academia, dub. I think dub is 1,000 times better than the sub in that one. It also has to do with the fact that there's some voice actors that are from other fucking shows that I watch that also voice those characters. Like All Might is actually voiced by the same guy that plays Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z, which is fucking dope. So whenever you hear him doing like his fucking moves or some shit, he's like, Blast Ultra! Like he actually sounds like fucking Vegeta doing the whole God like God. It's so great. So like shit like that definitely is fucking awesome for me. I enjoy that show and dubbed a lot though. Let's see, what's another one? Like I said, One Punch Man I think is better subbed. I don't mind dub, but I definitely think that because that show started out so much of a joke anime, because it was for like the first 3 or 4 episodes, it was like supposed to be a joke.
Yeah.
At least from what I read. It was like kind of like a High School of the Dead situation where it was like, hey, I made this fucking anime, haha, it's funny. And then a friend watched it and was like, hey, if you actually put a fucking story behind this, you could actually have a pretty fucking solid anime. And then he actually put a story behind it and then had a pretty fucking solid anime. It's where, I don't know if you ever watch High School of the Dead or not, or if you even know what that is.
I have heard about it. One of our first podcasts, you guys introduced me to that. There are bits that are cut from that will never see the light of day because, oh my god.
But yes, it started as a hentai, and the friend was like, I mean, if you was to like cover some of this up and put a fucking story in here, you could probably have a pretty fucking good anime, and it's pretty fucking good anime. So there's that. So it just really depends on the anime, honestly. And it's one of those like you just kind of have to like experiment with. I know there are some people that are out there that are probably heartbroken right now to hear that I watch some animes in dub, you know, because that's a thing. I don't get it. It feels like with every fucking thing out there, there's a side to be on. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a side. Either you all watch sub or you all watch dub or you don't even fucking watch animes to begin with. But I can't say that though because I'm also on that side of like I don't believe that animes should ever be made into real life movies because they fucking suck. Dragon Ball, never watched it, never will. Death Note, watched it, loved it. Then I watched the anime for the first time because I got so intrigued by that world and then noticed how bad the movie was fucking garbage.
Well, it did its job then. It got you in the door.
I guess. If you want to fucking give it like a fucking pat on the back, sure. Goddamn. That movie was hot fucking garbage. It was so bad. So fucking bad compared to the anime. Oh my god. I didn't even watch the Full Metal Alchemist one. I was like, you can miss me with that one. Like, I watched Full Metal Alchemist. I watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. You can miss me with that fucking movie. I'm good. Nope. And oh my god, Kelsey, I just found this news out not that long ago. So Netflix has been in talks with some fucking people. They're trying to pick it up. They're actually trying to make a live action Final Fantasy TV show. And it was between two games, 7 or 14. And they chose 14, and people went fucking ballistic that they didn't choose 7 because like 7's got like all the hype right now. Why wouldn't you choose 7? I'm glad they didn't. I don't know if I would have liked a fucking live action Final Fantasy TV show. Honestly.
And I don't know that the world needs your rage about them making a Final Fantasy TV show.
I don't think they do. Because they would have fucked 7 up, bruh. We would have had some problems. Like the only reason I love the movie so much is because it's so fucking CGI that they can actually do shit that would seem like it came out of a video game, like Cloud being able to take on Bahamut by him fucking self, basically. Like we have like a fucking gigantic fucking Bahamut in a fucking TV show. No, why? Because fucking CGI budgets always suck dick for fucking beginning TV shows. No. Absolutely not. So I agree with picking like an early Final Fantasy set or an early Final Fantasy or one that's like not as loved. It's not that 14's not loved. 14's the MMO or one of the MMO ones. So it doesn't have like that compelling of a story compared to the other ones. You know, it's more about
so they're taking something that they can add a story to without destroying the game. Yes. Okay. Which is why that was a 14. Wise strategic decision.
I don't disagree with that. I do not disagree with that. They could have chose 11 or 14, either one. Both of them massive multiplayer online, and they could have kind of just did what they want to do with the fucking characters. So,
I like the image that there was somebody in that room that was like, "Guys, the risk of fucking this up is too high. Let's pick something that doesn't have a story." Like,
well, another person I was watching, a YouTuber, I talked about him, Fortnite Sky Prince, but he did a video on it, and it was actually pretty interesting. His viewpoint was that if they did mess it up, not only would that be terrible and probably fuck them over big time, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, the hype is real for Final Fantasy VII right now, but that also makes that pressure so much higher because you're literally competing with the fucking remake at that point, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's like, it was probably a way better idea for them to move on to a different aspect that hasn't been explored yet and do something where they can consider it like, oh, it's like DLC almost, but you're watching it type deal. So
yeah, because you tie the success of your show, the potential success of your show, to the success of the game. Because if they make any decisions in the game that the fan base doesn't like, that's gonna come back and affect how people view your show, and vice versa.
True.
And that's just way too big of a risk if you don't have to take the risk.
It's very true. It's very true. Yeah, another thing, God damn it, I haven't heard news on it yet, but I know there's some fucking talks about the new season coming out. Fucking 7 Deadly Sins. You need to fucking watch that one too.
I started watching that because you told me to, and Kelsey, because I occasionally listen.
Kelsey, you have to get past the first couple episodes. Meliodas is very touchy-feely and grabby, okay? I understand. But once you get past the first couple episodes, it tones down. It big time. And I'm going to say the same thing with My Hero Academia. It's not touchy-grabby, but Mineta is a fucking pervert. A big fucking pervert. And you will get past it and see the glory of the show that it is. Just, you look, we all live in this world right now where we love My Hero Academia and we hate Mineta. And you can be part of that world. We love the show, but we hate this one character. That's fine. That's fine. That's completely okay. We can all live together peacefully because it's a great show.
Can he have a horrible death for being a creepy pervert?
I'd be okay if Mineta died. I actually voted for them to kill one of the fucking students this season. I think that'd be great because there hasn't been like a fucking big student death. I want one. So hopefully Mineta dies. That'd be great. I'm okay with that. There might be some people in the comments that disagree with me, and that's fine. But Momo Yayarosa is hot. And he's always trying to fucking get something in with Momo. So he needs to die. He needs to just die. I don't know. Get out of here. Momo is bae. Fuck off. All right? Just move to the side. I love Momo. She's so great. She's so cute.
Is Momo female? I can't tell from the name.
Momo is female.
I've never heard, other than Ryan Reynolds, I've never heard you refer to any dudes as bae, but I was just curious.
And that's a fair statement, honestly. That's a fair statement. Yeah, Momo Yayarosa is a female, and she's actually pretty cool. Her quirk is that she can make anything out of her body as long as she understands the actual structure of everything that's inside the thing.
Now, does she have to mimic everything inside the structure, or does she just have to understand it?
She just has to be able to understand the breakdown of it, and then from there, it's more about the fact that she has to keep her energy up. Like, she has to be able to have enough food as far as consumption is concerned to be able to, like, sustain, because it plays, like, a lot of hell on her body to do it, like, massively. But, yeah, there's times where, like, she'll make weapons out of her body and shit like that, which is pretty fucking sweet.
I should just go watch this because it genuinely sounds interesting.
I think you would really
need a new show.
I think you really would enjoy it because it's very interesting how they do all this aspect of like it's this hero world, and it was like just one day out of nowhere people just started getting quirks, and then so like, what did you choose to do with your quirk? Were you a bad guy? Or were you a good guy? That's just kind of how that was. That's Momo, by the way. She's fucking schmexy as shit.
Yeah, for some reason, mine went back for the last message I haven't seen. So it just like brought up Godzilla, and I'm like, okay, you're super attracted to lizards. That is not a lizard. She's quite pretty. Yes.
She is hot. Momo Yayarosa. Yeah, she's awesome.
I'm following now. This fits in your theme of slightly Asian, just massive boobs.
Oh, it's so funny. Oh my gosh, you said that. That's great.
It's a theme.
I mean, it is. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I've pointed it out on multiple occasions that Asians are pretty hot.
Pretty hot. Thank heaven you pointed it out. I just didn't out you to
well, that's why it's fucking hilarious to me, because my friends have said that multiple fucking times. So that's pretty fucking funny.
Oh man.
And see, maybe the boob thing is like subconscious, because I'm actually really not a boob guy. I am 100% a legs guy. Like, a nice pair of legs, like, that's where I'm at. Like, for real. And an ass. Obviously, the legs connect to the ass. So, I mean, it's kind of like all within that, section right there. Yeah, that section right there. I like how you just mimic the hand movement that I did, but you can't even see me. You physically
No, I know you well enough. So you and I have had this conversation before. I know exactly what you're thinking.
This is great. Oh, my gosh. See, this is why me and Kelsey work so well together. Oh man, that's funny.
Good Lord, Chris.
But yeah, as her training to be able to constantly work on her quirk and be able to make more shit faster and more of shit. Those little fucking like things that she's making is what she does here in training. She likes to do like a shit ton of those to see how much she.
Are those little Russian nesting dolls?
Yep.
Nifty.
Yep. So
that's a weird thing to choose, but okay.
Right, I don't know. She just makes a shit ton of them to see how much she can kind of like try to push like how much she can create before she needs to like cargo load, I guess. So there's one guy on there that his quirk literally is super strength as long as he eats sugar.
So is he just guzzling pixie sticks all day?
Loads a shit ton of sugar down, baking cakes all the time and pies, and then fucking.
Does he have diabetes? Because that's what the show should do with him.
That is my joke for him. It's constantly. Every time I see him, I was like, "Oh shit, diabetes is back in the battle. Let's go, back to claim another victim."
Oh man.
Yeah, I definitely like Momo, but my favorite guy, which I might have shown you this already, but it's my dude, fucking Deku. His real name is Izuku Midoriya, but yeah, he's a fucking beast. And
he appears to be crying in this image.
You will hate him if you can't stand people who cry. You will absolutely 100% hate Deku.
No, I'm perfectly fine with people who cry.
Well, the first couple episodes is pretty insane how much he cries. I should put it that way. But Brie absolutely hates Deku because of how much emotion he shows. Like, that is her most hated character on the show, and I'm like, that's my dude though. He's so fucking cool. I love him. He's great.
My sister went to Japan and she spent a whole semester there doing a studying abroad thing. And it was really interesting when she came back. She just had so much to tell me about how different the culture was. And one of the big things was masculinity, how it's reflected in Japan versus America. Because in Japan, men show emotion, and crying is not a unmasculine thing, and they view American men as just like hyper like too far masculine. They're just like, guys, tone it down, bring it back. Like, you're pushing so hard to be so intense. And it's really interesting because since they told me that, it's changed as I've watched anime, and as I've watched some of the other media that they produce. I've been able to see that difference in masculinity as it's reflected, but I've also been able to see the ones, like the characters that they specifically are basing off of some of that American masculinity. And it's like, oh, this is how you view us. It's just so far over the top. It's ridiculous. It was very interesting.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think before you end up watching the show, I think I'm gonna try and guess who your favorite fucking character would be. I'm not gonna tell you now. I'm gonna let you watch the show a little bit and then I'll tell you. But I'm trying to think.
Okay.
It's not gonna be Mineta, obviously.
Perverts usually aren't my favorite, so good call.
And he is like super fucking perverted too. It's like not even fucking close. Like, I know that there's like a lot of fucking characters that have their pervert aspect in a lot of different fucking. I mean, it is what it is, right? With anime, it is what it is. It's like the culture over there. There's bound to be a pervert per anime. This dude, so goddamn annoying. I fucking hate Mineta. Like, he's the worst. He's literally the worst. Like I said, if he literally dies in season 4, I will not miss him. I'll be like, well, that went on way too long. that just went on way too long.
Is there anybody who likes him? Like, does he have a fan base?
There's gotta be, right? There's gotta be those guys out there that just are like, Mineta's my hero, you know? Right?
I mean, does there gotta be? Does there?
I think so. I think they literally had. I mean, oh my god, here we go. I mean, I got a picture for you. I mean, tell me this guy just doesn't look like the dumbest fucking character.
You're just gonna send me a picture of a pervert when I've already told you I do.
Oh no! Why did that not work? He's the worst. See, I can't even get an accurate picture of this guy because that's how bad he sucks. He's the worst.
Aw, shucks.
Everybody hates him, including my computer. Apparently, I don't. Why did
he should go eat worms.
He should die. Don't be nice about it. Just die, Mineta. No one likes you. Nobody. Like, one of the times, like, they get in trouble, he's like, I can't die. I haven't even got a chance to see Yaya Rosa's boobs. I'm like, Minetta, fuck off. Yeah. Oh, well, this right here is perfect. Here we go. I got you. Check it out. Okay, so this is Minetta in his hero outfit, looking like a fucking idiot. Because he's an idiot.
Ugh. He looks like both the alien and the alien saucer at the same time.
And then this is him being a pervert, as always. Trying to grab on Yaya Rosa's boobs. He's the worst.
I hate him.
Right? Already. And you haven't even watched the show yet. Watched the show yet. I fucking hate that so much.
So this is the character that I'm going to have to get past.
Yes, that will be the one that you have to get past. To be fair, it takes a while before they actually get to the actual school where you'll see all the students. So it's like maybe like the first 3 episodes, I think. So you have 3 episodes to fall in love with like Deku and All Might. And then after, and maybe Bakugo. I don't know. I think you'll appreciate Bakugo as the seasons go on. I'll put it that way. But I don't think I like him right off the bat. Because there was like a bit. So I watched this show where this guy kind of broke down the big thing that every anime needs. And I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to spoil it for you because you're going to watch the show. But the big thing that every anime needs, and it's like My Hero Academia really lacked it. But whenever they finally gave it to us in season 3, it showed you that they didn't lack it. They just slowly built to it because they knew how bad you fucking wanted it. And when you finally get there, we can have that conversation. But it was actually very fucking interesting how he broke that down and like actually showed like certain clips where they were like hinting that it was kind of going this way, but didn't like hardcore go that way. So it's pretty fucking interesting. But yeah.
Was this the show that you were bitching about how it had blue-balled you? Where you kept thinking it was going to go one way and then it didn't?
No.
Was that something else?
That was SAO.
That was SAO.
SAO. Yeah, it's the latest season of SAO, which you're fucking never going to watch either. But that was the latest season of SAO. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. I'm not even worried about fucking ruining that for you because it's not even something to ruin. They got in a fight and they chopped this chick's arm off. Completely chopped her arm off. And I was like, holy shit. But she's kind of like this big fucking program chick that runs everything. And so I was like, all right, cool. So she picks her arm up and she's like laughing at him. And I'm like, all right, cool. She's going to fucking put her arm on, right? And she just turns her arm into a fucking sword and starts fighting with that. And I was like, okay, well, that didn't fucking make sense. Then she went to do this thing where she went to like look like it was going to grow her arm back. And instead she pulled another sword just out of the hole of where her arm was. I was like, fucking stop. Either grow your arm back or stop fucking with me. All right. And they did it like 3 times. I was like, fuck me. Like me and Tony both were like, oh shit, dude. She's about to get that arm back. This is nuts. Nope. Did it 3 fucking times. I was like, I've never been so goddamn blue balled before in my life over wondering if someone was going to grow a fucking appendage back. Like, holy shit. I was like, what is happening? Either pull the Deadpool or don't. One or the other. I need to know what is going on.
I just need resolution here because this is gross.
Yeah, she was hot too. And I was like, I mean, now that you're kind of missing an arm, like, I don't want to bang as much. I need you to bring that arm back. That's all I'm saying.
I like how it's not at all. It's just as much.
As much, you know?
Good.
I like to think that I might be that kind of guy that can get over that. Yeah. I like to, you know?
Good.
Oh my God. I've went way too far down this Minetta perv rabbit hole. I've seen some pictures that I don't think I can unsee at all.
Don't you dare send those to me.
This one I'm really tempted, but I'm not going to.
Nope.
I was pretty fucking tempted.
Don't do it.
Oh, man.
Don't even think about it.
Let's just put it this way. He's under a table. And the person doesn't know he's under the table. And it just so happens to be a glass table. We'll put it that way.
Don't you dare send me that. Don't you dare send me that. Dear community, if you're interested, you can go Google this. Man. I do not need to see this.
And the sad part is, like, I'm not even... I kid you not, Kelsey. This is literally what my Google search is. Like, what it says in my search bar. Minetta, My Hero Academia. That's all it says. Just so that way I would get Minetta from My Hero Academia. And I only had to scroll down 8 rows of pictures to get to that. So that goes to show you the community is pretty open to what it is that he does.
Why?
Which is perfect.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
I don't know.
Chris, if you had to pick,
no,
what character of everything you've watched, what character is the character that you wanted to die the most?
Oh man, there are a lot of characters I've just wanted to die. I mean, we're even talking like Game of Thrones, like.
Yeah, but
oh man,
I thought about Game of Thrones first, and then when else?
So if I had to pick like anime wise, well, it has to be a character that didn't die,
or didn't die early enough, because some of the characters that I wanted to die, like, did eventually kick off. I just wanted them to kick off way earlier. Joffrey being an example. I should have posed this to you off camera, so you could have thought about it off camera, so you had an immediate answer.
Oh man, it's just so rough. Like, it's so. I mean, if I had to, it would have to be fucking SAO season 2. It would have to, with fucking the rapey fairy king. Like, if he could have died episode 1, that would have been great. That would have been great. It would have made a shit story, but it would have been great. And that's just because I'm an Asuna fan. Like.
Well, maybe it wouldn't have been a shit story. It just would have taken the story in an unexpected direction.
For sure. But at the same time, I will say, to this day, that's probably one of my favorite Kirito moments, like, of all time, is whenever he fucking, like, basically cheats to fucking break the dude's fucking spell off of him because he gets the Kaiba fucking password sentence. You said you watched that one, right? The one where they're in the fairy game? Yeah. And he stands back up with the fucking gravity on him. And he stands up and he's all like, see, the reason why you'll always lose is because, yeah, you are a king of thieves. And what is the king of thieves to a gilded hero? And I was like, let's fucking go. Kick his fucking ass, Kirito. Beat the shit out of him. I was so fucking happy. It's like, yes. I actually had another one of those moments in My Hero Academia. And I won't say it, but there's this one part where fucking Deku gets in this fight. And it's like, been a long time coming. And I'm just like, kick his ass, Deku! Yeah, let's go! Because that's not a spoiler. That's not a spoiler, but Deku basically is a name he gets called to be picked on. And then he ends up meeting this chick he thinks is pretty, and she tells him, I think Deku, and like the guy still calls him Deku to be a dick to him, even though it's years later. And fucking, she's like, I think that would make a great hero name. And so, like, they get into a fight, and he ends up fucking throwing him down. He's like, I'm not the same helpless, defenseless little kid that I used to be. For now on, Deku is the name of a hero. And I was like, kick his ass, Deku! Beat his ass! Get him!
I absolutely love how jazzed you get
I get fucking hyped, Kelsey. Hyped! Alright?
Anytime your favorite character is in a fight, you're just like, kill them all!
Oh my god, I love it. It's great. Like, Deku's a fucking beast. And it's probably like the coolest I've ever fucking seen him too. Oh wow, yeah, they got like the perfect fucking screenshot of that too. Because like, he never wears his mask, and I don't know why, because he looks like such a badass. But he was wearing his mask for this exercise, and he got like hit in the face, but he blocked it, so it only ripped like half his mask off. So this is him standing up. He looks so fucking cool right there, right? And that's the chick I was talking about that says the whole, like, I think Deku would make a great hero name. Her name is Uraraka. She's pretty cool. I think you would like her a lot. They actually made a pop of it, by the way, of that exact fucking scene. That pop is so fucking expensive. Actually, it fucking was literally the next thing right next to this fucking picture. So this is like the actual fucking side-by-side of the fucking scene and the fucking pop. And I want this pop so bad, but the pop is so goddamn expensive.
Wow, that's a good-looking pop. Right? Oh my gosh.
I was like, I want that pop so fucking bad. But Deku looks so fucking cool. I love my dude. Izuku Midoriya, the boss. But anyways, sorry about that, guys. I had a nice long little stretch. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. If you enjoy this content, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, hit us on his notifications. Tap that little bell, and you'll see it there. Hit us up in the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts on some of the shit we talked about. We kind of jumped around a couple of different topics there. Try and get Kelsey into some fucking anime. Some more anime.
I'm working on it, guys. It'll work. I'll get there, and then I'll admit that all of you are right, and I should have watched it years ago. I have no problem saying you're right.
I like how she said years ago. Like, she'll watch the first episode of My Hero Academia in like fucking 2024. So by the time the show is over, maybe, I don't know.
That is actually the best way to get me into a show, is to tell me the show is resolved, so the story is all wrapped up, because I hate getting into a show and then having it be like, oh, now you get to be part of the masses that are seething at the mouth, or foaming at the mouth, not seething at the mouth. Nobody seethes at the mouth. Don't seethe at the mouth. That's bad for you. Foaming at the mouth to get the next episodes. And it's like, no, I don't want to be left on all the cliffhangers. I want the story resolved, and I can just binge it in a weekend, and then I'm good.
Well, to be fair, they're on season 4 right now. And there's also a movie as well. And the movie actually is really fucking good. So the movie kind of falls in that plane of like, it's not 100% canon. It's not actually uncanon either. Because nothing happened in the movie that changed any of the timeline whatsoever of the actual show. Now, it wasn't actually part of the manga, but the person who wrote the manga didn't necessarily discredit the movie either. So it kind of
okay, so it could be canon.
Yeah.
Because there
were certain things that did happen in the movie where it's like, well, this automatically makes it not canon, but those things didn't stay. Like, for instance, like Deku got like a fucking gauntlet to help him out control his power. And it's like, okay, well, he doesn't have that in the show, but he ends up breaking it by the end of the movie. And it's like, okay, well, bam, that turns it right back into a possibility. So, shit like that. So it falls pretty well within that. The movie was really fucking good. I definitely recommend that if you actually watch the show, because it's like season 1 and then season 2, and then the movie takes place between season 2 and season 3, and they even have a special episode in season 2 where they kind of take a break from everything and do something different. So like they're like trying to teach the class like how to solve murders and shit like that, like how to use your brain. So like they have a whole murder staged, and like, yeah, instead of just running in and just fighting shit because you have a superpower, like try to understand the situation and what's the best way to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And so once that's done, like at the end, All Might gets like this email, and he's like, oh, I gotta go fucking do this presentation at this thing and meet my old sidekick from back in the old days. And he's like, Deku, do you want to go with me? And then that was like, this will be continued in the My Hero Academia movie. And then just kept going on, went right back to its normal schedule and just kept going. And that's what the movie is.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's where the Dragon Ball Z
So they're
movies,
setting it
most
up
of
to
those are,
where
like,
they can
non-canon.
use it.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Which is pretty interesting. A lot of animes don't do that.
No, they don't, but it's a wise decision to make, because then you don't have to abandon it if it's a fan favorite, or you never come up with anything better to do with those characters during that period of time.
Mm-hmm. And it was a good movie. But at the end of this, hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we will see you next time.
Bye, friends.